top first with the Silver Nail with D'Enzio, the Baron coming in with Copycat, and Elijah coming in with the Yates. Yates, a new hero, fairly new, does not even cross glory yet, so this would be fairly interesting. Followed by Star Lords on the top of Yoda with the Silver Nail, Kensai followed with Elusive, Temptation with the Lance. Now, we both have Silver Nails into there, and I believe that our D'Enzio is going CP Silver Nail, and so is Copycat CV. So we're not having a weapon power CP here, we're having CP. Looks like Temptation starting up to the top. There goes the pull from Elijah. All three of us. Oh my goodness, we got a double triangle, boys. Kensai purchasing with the weapon infusion. There goes Yates pulling the whole entire Crystal Sentry. Looks like if they're probably going to get the first 3 points into their Temptation using his boots. Oh, there's Silver Nails not letting him go. There goes the Baron's ult to secure the Sentry. The Enzo is getting demolished back into the behind his turns. It looks like Temptation's trying to drive into that right there. Takes fairly good amount of damage, and Baron's trying to keep the pokes out and keep them busy at guard. D'Enzio is not backing home yet. Neither is both of them. But there goes the Kensai getting rooted. The Lance. The Baron taking a massive amount of damage from the inside. Yates ulting to get rid of that Kensai right there. Will she go down? Very questionable. Silver now D'Enzio coming in. Also followed by Yoda right through there. Oh my goodness. Look at that damage. Looks like Star-Lord has to back out. There goes the Atlas. But Yates is not giving up. Elijah will not give up onto that. It looks like he wants to get the elusive. But now he decides to back up just quite a bit right through there. The Baron trying to secure a kill, not successful, and both respective teams have decided to back up. Now, from that fight right there, it was very, very interesting. We both had Yoda and D'Enzio coming in with both Crystal. So that would be such a huge factor on their first ability right there. Looks like they would break out into the fight near the Crystal Sentry, and Alice comes out. The Temptation goes down, unfortunately. Now they have a 2v3 situation. Will they be able to secure it? Yes, they do. And there goes D'Enzio and Copycat TV in the back, unfortunately, going down. Yoda and Elusive are still alive, trying to chase after Elijah. Doesn't actually not very successful in there, unfortunately, but it does look like Yoda wants to push on through this turn right through here. Looks like Elusive decides to go dive on in. Yates coming in. Unfortunately, Elijah decides to go ahead and just push a little too far, underestimating his damage right through there. Temptation dives in. Now decides to go ahead. Decides to go ahead and roll back right through there. Nearly taking a good amount of damage right through there. Kensai stomped by D'Enzio. Oh my goodness. Copycat TV coming in. Oh, and he runs right in through his sons. Elusive taking a good amount of damage right through there, and Elusive goes down. D'Enzio is taking a good amount of damage also, and Copycat. Both teams have taken a fair amount of damage into that last team fight. Yoda coming in, trying to secure it. Of course, takes out D'Enzio. Baron looks taken out by the Crystal Sentry. Currently, as Yoda's kill, go ahead. Elijah tries to pull in the Crystal Sentry into there to do some damage onto the enemies. Fairly smart move, but Temptation is not letting him touch it at all. Then decides to dive on in to secure it, but not very successful. The Root and the Atlas not able to land on anything. Temptation with the Roots and the Fountain. Elijah the Keeper there. Now they're diving in very hard into the enemy jungle, of course. Copycat taking a fair amount of damage already. D'Enzio is caught off guard. And there he goes down. Temptation also goes down. And Elijah is finally killed after all of that. Yoda is now finished off by the Baron with him and his spell fire. Elusive looks like he wants to get this Crystal Sentry. Is not letting him go. There goes the ultimate. Chinese doesn't look like he's able to finish it. Just too much mobility. Baron also. Especially with this Sinus motor, is able to keep on going, of course. There he goes. Will Elizabeth be able to do it? Not, unfortunately, no. Oh my goodness. Oh, looks like Temptation was secure, and there he goes. Game has ended. Top 3 Blitz guard. They left their guard down and decided to steal the last hit. Both teams have the double spell sword. Very question. Whatever works does work. and Star-Lord onto the bottom. Let's start off with Temptation as a land still elusive. Back with the Kensai and Yoda with the silver nail. Their comp has not changed, but on the top for sure, Copycat right through there with the Yates. Dienzio still with the silver now, and Elijah with the Kestrel. Now I'm expecting a weapon power Kestrel to do the most amount of crit damage possible, and Dienzio with the CP damage. And sure enough, I was amazingly right. Wow, would you look at that? Yoda, of course, with the CP sword and elusive with the double spell sword. Copycat coming in with a storm crown, totally gonna do some good amount of damage right there. But Temptation is not giving in that temptation, of course. He comes in with the Crucible and Capacitator plate. Looks like DNZ is already poking a little bit of damage right through there. Middle Century has been defeated so fairly quickly with Elijah and Copycat. Very amazing and very impressive by those two. Elijah is now doing some significant amount of damage to Temptation right there. There goes the pole, attempting for a stun, but not able to get that on in. Temptation coming back in with the root and with the stun from the Elijah. The Enzio and Elijah taking a massive amount of damage there. Copycat trying to save their lives, not able to work out. And Yoda and Elusive able to take on that kill right through there. Star-Lord already has the upward advantage. Oh, no, they don't. They have the upper advantage in kills, but there it goes. Now it's a tie score between the two teams of Star-Lords and Blitz top 3. Very amazing fight through there. Now Kensai to the bottom left, already taking that to Crystal Sentry. Elusive, able to take it out right through there. Looks like Temptations and Yoda. Temptations and Yoda really want to take on through this turn right there. The Temptations going in, rooting that Kesha right through there. Able to get stunned onto the wall. Yates, the Copycat, pulling on them in right through there. Kensai able to take on the kill. Now chasing down Dienzio. Dienzio is able to get melted so quickly down on it. And Temptation is wanting to port home. Copycat unable to pull anyone in. There he goes. Looks like he's trying to go in for the kill. Not able to get anybody. Clear out the minion wave though. Looks like Elusive really wants to take onto that turn right there. The barrier pulls up and in. And now, since he decided to pull onto the Kensai in, Yoda has to force back out. And the Elusive falls down. Looks like Copycat really pulling into that Crystal Sentry. Will to get it in. Will he be able to live though? Temptation really wants to steal this, of course. There goes the root. Misses it. And here Wolf able to get down Copycat. Now Elisha's falling up behind. Looks like he's able to get the kill right there. Yes, he is with a turret dive, of course. Now the end looks there. Of course. Oh no, unfortunately Yoda falls also. I'm very unfortunate. But it looks like Temptations, Team Star has the advantage. There it goes. Kesha's ultimate. Pulling in blocks by Temptation. Right through there. Looks like turns about to fall. And the game falls to Lord's hands. Very well played by these two respective teams. Of course, their builds are always amazing. Copycat and Light Prism. But other than that, everything looks to be amazing. Temptation, of course, no damage output secured. Arden. Now we both teams have Arden, and we have a Dark Fall, and we have Baron. So I'm expecting a Endless Motor talent from the Baron, and a Weapon Power Lance from Anime Israel, and Kimi Ranger, of course, coming in with a Weapon Power, and no skill with the CP Adagio, especially Spellfire with a Pulse Wave following that up. Looks like we have a double Pulse Wave onto the left side of Waffles. And we have, of course, Endless Motor from Walding, just as expected. Now we focus into the top lane right through here. It looks like 2 onto the top lane, and Darkfall's following up just behind Walding to give him just backup support. They already got that little Crystal Sentry in there. Now Walding is doing some massive amount of damage to Sweaty Man, forcing himself to use his Vanguard with the heals from no skill. Looks like his ultimate's coming out right through there. It's gonna land right into the turn to do some damage, of course. Oh my goodness, the Kimmy is getting destroyed right through there. I dodged Judge of Day of Judgment coming on through in. Zhao coming on just slowly behind right through there, unfortunately, but it looks like they're gonna force onto this turn to get the first 3 points into there. No skill going down from the one punch Arden, man. Very amazing, of course. Looks like it's 0-5 for the points of Anime is Real. Welding trying to keep them at bay, of course, doing some massive amount of damage into that box right there. Even with the barrier, it looks like he's trying to keep them on guard just so that his teammates can get the Crystal Sentry. And it does look like they're going to secure it, of course. Box coming in a little bit late with his silence, unfortunately. Not going to be able to make it in time. Of course, and they in favor of anime is real. Looks like Darkfall's gonna go on in. You're gonna stun the whole entire team right through there. Zhao coming in late, but with the huge amount of damage onto the box right through there, looks like the gauntlet's gonna go up right. Kimmy is doing some massive amount of damage to the backlines for Zhao. Zhao's doing 700 more damage, but now it looks like he's gonna go down. Finally, 1 point onto Waffles. Looks like Darkfall's gonna try to secure the job. Unfortunately, not able to do so, but it is distracting time for Volding to take the second turret. Tier 2 turret is now gone. Looks like he's gonna continue pushing. No, he's not. He's gonna back up. After that communication of those two teams, he decides to back up. Darkfall doing an amazing job, of course, distracting the enemy and keeping him down into the jungle. Looks like they're about to get the Crystal Sentry, of course. Not going to have a 14-1 lead if they do get this. And yes, they do. Zell finishing it off right through the walling with a little taunt, of course. Does look like they might be able to secure this win of 14-1 right through there. Kimmy looks like he's trying to port home. Not able to happen. The judgment coming raining down, and the Arden finishes off the box all into the background. Kimmy just gets destroyed so early into that fight right through there. Amazing game from both teams. The huge sweep of 15-1. Unfortunately, Waffle's not able to do anything that round, but hopefully they can bring it up this time. User with no skill back again with the Adadio, Sweaty Man, and with the Arden and Kimmy coming in with the campsite. Doesn't really box work for Kimmy last time, but Zhao changing it up with the Catch Joel, Walding and Darkfall with the Lance and Baron. Looks like Zhao's coming in with the weapon power, and Walding is with the CP. Still back at it again with the endless motors. Looks like the match has just started. Onto the Halcyon Fold. Kimmy with the surface mask and Slumbering has early defense, of course, practically pretty smart against that against Zhao with that caster right there. They're able to do massive amount of damage. But it does look like Zhao's gonna get that early sentry right through there. Both teams have their scout cancer in through there. Looks like they are able to get it. Anime is real able with a 3-0 lead already. Now looks like maybe possibly a potential 6-0 with Walding with the endless Moldars shredding down the turret. And yes, they do 6-0. Oh my goodness. Waffles was not prepared for that. Used the no skill using his ultimate, and Kesho missing hers just barely. Looks like Kimmy is coming in just slightly late. Walding keeping him at bay with his endless motors. Doesn't look like, oh my goodness, the damage that is coming out between both of these two teams right through there. Kimmy is getting destroyed onto that side. Kensai is not going to look like he's going to be ending well. Darkfall misses his route. There goes the stun from the ultimate. There goes the push under the wall right through there. Baron coming in. Just endless motors upon motors, of course. User with no skill falls. First one to fall into the Halcyon Fold. Now they have their eyes onto the Crystal Sentry once again right through there. Darkfall keeping bay. They just destroyed the Sentry right through there with their massive amount of damage, of course. The Endless Motors following it up by that. Glimmer shots, of course, just amazing between these two teams. Now looks like Darkfall's gonna chase down Sweaty Man. Sweaty Man might just take a little couple of pokes, but Kensai is coming with a breaking point. Very interesting, of course. Does look like they're about to engage into another fight. There goes the root, and there comes the warrior trance, and there goes Adag's judgment, able to do some decent amount of damage into the Kestrel, but not able to do enough to finish it off. Does look like Sweaty Man is gonna go down, and there he goes, falling down. 11-0. This game might be the same as last one. There goes starting on the Crystal Sentry once again, having their eyes onto the prize. 14-0 for the team. Darkfall keeping them at bay, of course. Next point wins. Walding looks a bit AFK, but back into the fight, of course. Kimmy doing some decent amount of damage. There goes the stun, of course. Walding, I believe, I'm not sure what he's currently doing. Possibly a potential AFK right through there. But there goes the stun. They might be able to get the first kill onto their first point. Gauntlet comes out. Not able to stun anybody, but of course, Kensai able to do some good amount of damage there with the stun. Darkfall trying to keep the rest at bay. User coming in with the Versa Judgment. Potentially just a little bit amount of damage. There goes the huge amount of damage right now onto Kimmy. Does look like Sweaty Man might be able to fall, and there he goes onto the 15-1 lead Anime is real wins once again. And here we go into the match of Zhao coming in with the weapon power Kestrel, very effective for her. Walding with the CP Baron, very effective for him last time. Also in Darkfall, of course, giving that amazing support of last game. Temptations as a Lance, also with the nearly the exact same build, except for Halcyon George, is fairly interesting. And I'm expecting Anime Israel to get the Curse of Sentry. Of course, this they do. They try to get it early. Of course, Elusive is right there, trying to look back right through there. And Baron able to secure the kill on the Crystal Sentry. Just a late ultimate, though. There goes Yoda. Oh my goodness. Elusive able to just dominate Zal right through there. Understanding that he is going Glass Canyon. Elusive just turret diving onto Walding, of course. Temptations and Yoda trying to keep back Darkfall, not able to do so good. Darkfall able to stun Temptation, get the massive amount of barrier right there. Elusive able to finish off the Baron, coming in with a root onto Temptations, and there goes the attack slope. The Atlas able to work on through Elusive, not able to stop him though. They already going to focus on this turn right through here, and I believe Anime Israel is finally having their first huge matchup. Elusive able to finish off to that turn right there. Temptations rooting onto Darkfall and able to secure the kill. Walding trying to get rid of Temptations, not able to do so. And Yoda able to do his job. Oh my goodness. Elusive also. What an amazing game. 8-3. Able to get the first off Crystal Sentry, but now even able to finish the rest of the team twice now. Does look like Yoda wants to push onto this, trying to keep off Darkfall at bay. Of course, Sentry has been defeated. Elusive, oh my goodness, what are you doing, man? You just overstayed too far right through there. It looks like Yoda is taking some damage from Walding. Walding does get finished off though. Darkfall with the root onto Yoda. Temptation off the pull, or put the push, excuse me. Does look like Zhao wants to solo this off, but if they are able to get it, possibly, and there they go. Star-Lord able to get the first round off of Anime is Real. What an amazing battle with these two teams. Anime is Real able to do something into this fight, able to get them back on through a tiger. Now looks like Zaz coming in with the Baron, changing it up a bit. Walding going with the Catherine. Darkfall coming with the Pinnacle Lance. Does look like possibly go 2 tanks and 1 damage dealer. Possibly a good idea. Temptations, Yoda, and Elusive with the same comp as they did before, expecting with the same builds, but Darkfall, of course, coming with the Aftershock and Stormcrown, does look like a little bit of a tank, but not too hard, but much more of a damage dealer. It does look like Walding is coming with the Aftershock and Dragon's Eye right through there. It looks like Zhao wants to secure the lance up into the lane. There goes the Endless Mortars going all off on through it. Elusive. There goes the ultimate on through Yoda. Yoda able to get nearly half of his health gone. Temptations does look like Star-Lord's not on, just a little scattered off, but Darkfall ends up on the wrong side of the map. Darkfall, what are you doing, man? It does look like he possibly wants to distract for his team to do something, but Yoda is not falling for that trap. He is going back to the top because he believes in his teammates to finish off Darkfall. But will they be able to? Looks like Lance wants to go off to the top and be able to possibly help out Yoda right through there. It does look like the help's going to come in. The backup comes on in. Zhao falls to his knees, unfortunately not able to get away. It does look like with the silence coming in from Walding, not able to finish off, Elusive not able to finish off Darkfall, unfortunately. But the missed route from Temptation, Elusive diving into the turret for the team, and Elusive a massive amount of damage from both turns, but able to get enough barrier, not able to finish off Darkfall though. But will he be able to? Yes, he will with the turn dies. Now, will he be able to escape and get away with that? Oh, he's going to go right back on into Zhao. What an amazing dive from both. And an amazing defense from Anime is Real. Elusive barely able to make it out alive. Crystal Sentry, what are you doing, big man? You're supposed to help your team. SCMC, please fix your game. Yoda able to possibly get taken out. No, he is not. Unfortunately, Spellfire is through there, but not able to finish him off. Darkfall looks like he does want to. And there he goes with the roll. But it looks like he ends up on the wrong side. Elusive, will they be able to take him out now on through this time? It does look like Temptation's coming in with the stun. And Elusive is still diving on in through him, not looking like it's going to happen. But Temptation back on in through the lanes out, able to keep Temptation off as Bay, trying to eliminate all the minions in through there, doing some good amount of turn damage. Yoda is slowing down Walding right through there. The Baron's ult's coming in, able to land it on and through Temptations, but not able to do enough damage to get rid of that barrier. That is a massive amount of barrier for his whole entire team right through there. 4-4 is the scoreboard right in through here. It does look like the stun's coming on in through in. The massive amount of damage from Yoda and his abilities right through there. The root missing from Temptations. And Zhao able to keep him at bay, barely taking any damage until now. And there he goes. Right in through there. Baron's ult's coming on in through there. Able to hit off Yoda, but having a Slumbering Husk is very helpful through this situation. Elusive does look like he wants to go after Darkfall, but not. It's going to happen on Zhao's watch. Yoda taking a massive amount of damage through there. There goes the push with the barrier, helping him out. Elusive's onto the other side, running down into the jungle. Walding is looking for him, knows exactly where he is at. There's they're going to pick off Walding right through there. Baron was out porting back home. Not sure what he's quite doing, not helping out his teammates, but it is okay. Because I'm not part of this. Does look like they have their eyes onto Crystal Sentry. There goes the Barons, all able to do some massive amount of damage to Elusive right through there with the cooldown speed of his clockwork. There goes to the damage onto Darkfall and Walding. Darkfall falls, and Walding falls right up behind. Does look like they have their eyes onto the prize of Sentry, but Zhao's coming in, closing on in. Will he be able to get his Motors in through there just in time? No, he will not. Kensai is able to secure it and able to finish off Zhao in through the end. Score of 4-11 in favor of Star-Lords. Does look like they want to get onto that Crystal Sentry. Temptations right there, falling up behind, helping out. There goes the ultimate from the Baron right through there. It looks like they really want to get that Crystal Sentry, though, to secure probably a 1-point game point lead. Elusive and Temptations taking massive amount of damage right through there. Zhao taking good amount of damage also from fair amount right through there. The Darkfall falls onto the ground, unfortunately. And does look like Elusive able to fall also. And Zhao falls up right behind through there. The score of 5-13. Does look like they're able to finish him off, and does look like they're able to secure the win of Crystal Sentry. Congratulations to Star-Lords, able to finish off the game just like that, 17-5. Amazing job from Star-Lords. Great game, Anime is Real. We have the standings of Star-Lords in first place, Anime is Real in second place, and I believe that's it. Congratulations to Star-Lords of the NA Blitz 20 current champions. Until next week, let's see how it goes.